Okay, Dad. We have a late birthday gift for you.
What is this?
A birthday gift.
You're kidding me.
This is my father-in-law, Chuck, and recently he turned 82 years old. He and I are kindred spirits. We both have a strong interest in technology and enjoy playing video games. Not something I was at all expecting when I met him 19 years ago. I mean, how many people do you know his age that enjoy playing video games? For as long as I've known him, one of his favorite things to do has been flying airplanes on his computer via programs like Microsoft Flight Simulator and most recently X-Plane 11. Anyway, my wife and I were down visiting her parents shortly after his birthday this year, and while we were there, I sat down and asked him a few questions about his life and his passion for flying.
If you wouldn't mind, just to give us a little, kind of brief history about yourself, kind of like your military service and stuff like that.
Oh, I've spent most of my life in uniform, either in military or law enforcement. Well, I grew up knowing I was going to go in the military. That was my goal also. In fact, I joined the Marine Corps while I was still in high school. But I just kind of evolved into the other after I got married and ended up retiring from the military, from the reserves.
Well, there was some time that I hear you spent jumping out of airplanes. What was that all about?
I did a lot of that. I was airborne in the Army.
Did you ever want to become a pilot at all while you were in the military?
Well, yeah. In fact, when I first went into the Marine Corps, that was my intention was to become a Marine Corps pilot. Things never worked out. It was always one of my unfulfilled ambitions.
When consumer VR headsets like the Oculus Rift and HTC Vive first launched in 2016, I immediately thought of Chuck. I mean, I don't have the ability to help him realize his dream of becoming an actual pilot, but thanks to VR technology, I felt I may one day be able to help him achieve one of the next best things and take his flight simulator experience to the next level by being able to fly in VR. At that time, though, the cost of those headsets, along with the cost of a gaming PC needed to run them, and the fact that there weren't any VR-compatible flight sims commercially available, forced me to put that idea out of my mind for a while. Now, here we are 5 years later, and we have the Oculus Quest 2, which is arguably the best VR headset on the market today when you consider its price to its performance and capabilities. Also, a gaming PC that 5 years ago cost $2,000 to $3,000 can be had for between $800 to $1,000, making the barrier to entry much lower than it was in 2016. Blah, 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 blah. Brian, get to the point. Well, thanks to all of you guys supporting the channel and watching my videos. For his birthday this year, here's what we did.
You're kidding me. Oh, you guys.
What's in there? Oh!
Just a box with some fancy pictures on it. Wow.
Well, happy birthday!
Well, my gosh, thank you so much.
Well, there's something else I want to try out with it, though.
Which is?
Well, we'd have to go in the other room for that.
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I know how much you love your flight simulator, and I thought the best way that you could possibly ever fly was doing it with virtual reality. And so, since we're not able to get it working with your computer back there, I was wondering if you'd like to have that one.
I'd like to have that one?
Yeah.
You kidding me? You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Would you like to have that one? Then you can do Flight Simulator in VR.
Oh my gosh. How do you say no to that?
Well, then we need to, get it set up and working then.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Needless to say, we got it all set up and got him flying. About a month later, we were back to visit once again, and I got to ask him how things were going. Now, what were your initial impressions using the VR headset to do the flight simulator instead of doing it on the computer screen, which is the way you had been doing it for a long time prior?
It's very immersive. I really like being able to just turn my head and change my view just by the way I'm looking, rather than have to poke buttons to change my view. I think the learning curve has been a little more difficult for me, probably because it's new technology and I'm just not familiar with it. So I'm still learning how to fly in DNR. I crash a lot. I did that anyway when I first started learning how to do it, so I suspect it's just a matter of the learning curve, but I really, really like how immersive it is and how easy it is to look around.
Yeah, it's wild. It's almost like you're sitting in the cockpit.
Almost.
It's the next best thing to actually being in the cockpit, I think.
It's probably as close as I'm going to get.
Well, one thing that I was kind of surprised by was, I had you try out that Half Life Alyx, and I just thought it was going to be like, oh, here's a neat VR thing. You can look around at the different things and pick up the different items that are laying around and throw them around and do whatever. I was surprised when I found out you were actually playing through the game.
Well, as I indicated before, I've always liked gaming, and the learning curve is as hard as it is in flying. So I've probably been spending more time on that right now, at least, than I have flying.
Yeah, what do you think of that game so far?
It's weird in some places, but I enjoy it.
Well, good. All right. Well, thanks for sitting down with me and answering a few questions. I hope you will continue to enjoy your VR experience and, add some other experiences onto that.
I'm sure I will.
Thanks a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that I sure did. It felt good to be able to help my father-in-law get a little closer to fulfilling his dream, even if it is only in VR. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out some of my other videos, YouTube should be suggesting those right over here on the left of your screen. And then there's those YouTube things, they really do help a lot. Thanks!